You know what they say. You know what
Have a good ass grind. Gives you that nice hit of dopamine.
No.
Nope.
Nah. Not giving you that.
What'd you give that out of 5? Like 4? 1?
Welcome to the breakdown, Nathan.
The sum of 4 and 1 is 5. 5 out of 5 for that joke. And this intro, boom, seamless content. You're welcome.
It's so good. I can't believe how awesome you are and efficient, and you never once stumbled over your words. We're checking the brand new track from Sum 41, Dopamine.
Yeah, excited to check this one out. The last 2 tracks we've checked out have been bangers. A little bittersweet though, as we've said in the last couple. Dropping a double album, one leaning towards the punk side, one leaning towards the metal side. But it's the last thing they're releasing.
Yeah.
And that's a little bit of a kick in the dick. Because they're a great band. They've done great things.
They're also going out with some of their best music. The few things we've checked out recently have all been so good and have hit exactly where we wanted them to hit. So it's disappointing to know that there's no more coming.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I also feel like this is actually the end. Because, you know, when bands have gone on hiatus and said, oh, you know, we're taking an indefinite break, you know, like Thrice and Blink-182, whoever it might be.
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, it's usually after an album cycle or when they've been quiet for a moment and then they come back. But I feel like telling everyone, look, this is where we want to end the band. Here's a double album. Here's the final tour. That's it. I feel like that's it.
It's a bold move doing a double album because some bands release double albums. I think of Green Day. They did the triple album and it's just not their best work.
Smashing Pumpkins?
Yeah.
Melancholy was a double album?
Yeah, that's a great album.
It is, yeah.
I'm thinking of albums like double albums that just don't quite hit the way you want them to.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's one of them. I don't know. It's a bold move to drop a double album, but all we've heard so far has been so good. So I'm really excited for this. This is Dopamine, as we said. Thanks for being here. I'm Nath, that's Johnny. And we like all sorts of music.
We also like you because we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you. Share the videos around. Check out the merchandise. We'll have to enter some now.
Oh yeah, do that.
There's some new stuff in the store, isn't there, Nathan?
Yeah. I made a fun t-shirt. You have to go, just look for all merch in the web store and you'll find it. It's like a hidden gem.
Before we get into this, I will say that a lot of the artists that we spent time with at Knotfest were quite complimentary of our merch.
They're often in the videos. That was like the
okay,
start of a lot of the videos. Were like, that shirt's sick.
This one was received very well. The stupid one with all the different faces of us was received very well.
Yeah.
And I hope none of them want a "Hey baby, I'm so cool" shirt because I'm not okay with that.
Hey baby, he is so cool. 3, 2, 1.
You said you did it for the dopamine. You didn't mean to leave me so fucked up. You did it for the dopamine. And could it be that I'm just not enough? It's so hard to accept that you're gone and that's it. You did it for the dopamine. And it didn't mean anything at all. Got a bitter for days, might be losing my mind. Caught up thinking of ways I could turn back the time. Time is not on my side.
Classic Sum
I don't know
41
what to say. Feeling empty inside now that you've gone away.
What?
It's a classic Sum 41 sound.
It sounds like MGK's pop punk album.
Oh, don't say that.
Fuck off. That's a good pop punk album. I stand by that. That was a well produced fucking Travis on drums. It was well produced. It had all of the hallmarks of like a classic pop punky thing, and that's the exact thing that this is.
You're right, but you know what? Upon going back and listen, like that's not something I would go back and listen to. I think that when it came out, I know we're segueing a bit here. I think that when MGK's pop punk album came out, it was good because it reinvigorated the pop punk for people that might not have been into that.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool to see him step outside what he was known for and do something different and execute it well. But I just don't think it holds up because going back
last week, it holds up. We put it on and I listened to the whole thing front and back the other day because she was like, "Oh, I haven't listened to that in ages," and it was good.
Yeah, but for me, it's just like, oh, now I can just see where like it's so reminiscent of so many other bands.
Sure. So is this.
Yeah, but it's reminiscent of Sum 41 from 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
I don't agree with that. I don't think this sounds like necessarily a Sum 41 song. It sounds great, but I don't think it sounds like a Sum 41 song particularly. Let's kick on, see if it kicks in it more.
I can picture you in someone else's place, and he's got his hands running
cool guitar.
My demons go. You just did it for the dopamine. You didn't mean to leave me so fucked up. You did it for the dopamine. And could it be that I'm just not enough? It's so hard to accept.
Oh yeah, that's classic Sum 41.
And that's it. You did it for the dopamine. And it didn't mean anything at all. Guess we throw it away. I don't know who to blame. Leave it all in a day and just put out the flame. Told me time and again you don't believe
cool
in the
dress.
past. It was us against them, but nothing good can
Oh,
last.
it's a wedding dress.
Failing now, and it hurts like hell. Can you live without me? Only time will tell. Is it in my head? 'Cause I just can't let my demons go. You just did it for the dopamine. You didn't mean to leave me so fucked up. You did it for the dopamine. And could it be that I'm just not enough? It's so hard to accept that you're gone and that's it. You did it for the dopamine. And it didn't mean anything at all. Yeah, yeah. It didn't mean anything at all. Yeah, yeah. It didn't mean anything at all. At all. At all. At all.
Can you get a little solo?
I hope so.
You just did it for the dopamine. You didn't mean to leave me so fucked up. You did it for the dopamine. And could it be that I'm just not enough? It's so hard to accept that you're gone and that's it. You did it for the dopamine. And it didn't mean anything at all. Yeah, yeah. It didn't mean anything at all. Yeah, yeah. It didn't mean anything at all.
Cool. Very catchy. Very good. A little safe, but
That was a straight up play by numbers pop punk
yeah.
classic.
Yep.
So what I said before about like it sound like a MGK song, that wasn't meaning to say they've copied MGK because the MGK sound off that album was a play by numbers pop punk album.
Yeah.
That's the same thing there.
Yeah.
There's a reason it sounds just like easily familiar. It's catchy. It just you can kind of get into it straight away. It has the same chords repeated multiple times, so it gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
It's well written.
For sure.
It's nothing new, but it's done well.
Yeah, and this is a band that has always done that well, and they've got an iconic sound, an iconic vocalist. They have a way of putting those little nuances in there that make it, they keep it interesting enough. You know what I mean? For me, it's not one of my favourite Sum 41 songs because I tend to lean more towards their metal stuff. Even so, like, their pop punk songs that I lean towards are things like In Too Deep, where you get that really cool guitar solo in the middle that
Fat
just
Lip.
gives it that moment. You know what I mean? There's no moment in that apart from the alternated chorus at the end where they have those pauses and the octave
yeah.
chords continue. That was cool, but look, it's play by numbers pop punk, like you said, done well. It sounds like Sum 41. You can't really dislike it if you like Sum 41. as far as I'm
Agreed.
concerned.
Yeah. That was because it's safe. It's not
Yeah.
like you can't alienate people in that song.
Had plenty of energy as well.
Yeah. Only thing I didn't love is that I don't love when the chorus repeated that many times. Personally.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where the safety, for me, lets it down. Because, you know, like, especially when you're doing the chorus 3 or 4 times throughout a song, but the chorus is 2 repetitions of the same thing.
There was one line that was said 9 times in that song. That's a lot.
There's a lot.
Yeah. What do you guys think of Dopamine? The potentially last film clip we're going to have you check out by Sum 41.
I reckon they might drop one more from the heaviest side. Wait, no, this is the 4th, isn't it? So that's probably it.
I'd imagine so. I would
a
like to
bit
get
sad.
the Heaven Hell vinyl. I imagine that would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
I assume it'd be a 4-disc thing.
4 disc? 4... No, like it'd be 2 vinyls, 2 sides, I would imagine. You know, side A, side B.
Yeah, true. You know what I don't love? I don't love when bands release an album, there's 12 songs, and they do it over 2 discs. That annoys me. I don't want to have to keep changing it over.
Wait, discs or out of vinyl?
Vinyl.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's annoying.
There must be a limit to how much, like a time limit to how much music they can put on vinyl. I've never really looked into that.
There is. I know that. A friend of mine who I had dinner with last night, they got at their wedding, they had a phone you could like call and leave a voice message for, which is a really cool
Cool.
idea. And then they
Yeah.
got put on vinyl, and they could only fit a certain amount of, like people went over it. They could only fit a certain amount on the vinyl. So they actually got a vinyl, which I think that's such a cool idea.
Yeah, that's a fucking great idea. I am stealing that phone call idea.
You're welcome. I didn't come up with it, but I told you, so I'll take credit.
Well, I don't know your friend, so.
You know Blake. It's Blake.
Oh, it's Blake.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Blake. Oh, wait, you mean my husband, Blake? I had to propose to Blake at Nathan's Bucks party, so.
He also had to do heaps of burpees. I haven't even told that story before. At my Bucks party,
We were the most unfit people.
everyone got split up. You had teams, and we did like a scavenger hunt style thing. And some of the things we had to do were like, you had to go to this bar and buy this drink. Shout out for Walt for drinking my drinks for me. You had to like play a game of this, and
Yeah,
you had
go
to
and get
finish
a photo with someone random, and
and
shoot
one of them
airsoft
was
rifles.
you could either get a tattoo or do
50 burpees.
50 burpees.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny and Blake were partnered together, and they're not the fittest of my friends. Blake's quite fit. Johnny's not. And
I
they
could've done it
were
now.
the only team that actually did the burpees.
But the fucking annoying thing is only one other team got a tattoo.
Yeah.
I would have got a tattoo.
We got back. It cost a lot of money. It cost like $200 for that tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got back and it was like, let's just leave that one. Don't worry about it. And Blake and Joe were like, we've done it already. Look at the video. I was very impressed.
It took us like 10 minutes with a couple of breaks in between.
Very good.
Yeah.
I would have happily done the burpees.
Yeah, you would have. Of course you would
I
have.
think that's why they put them in there.
Yeah, true.
Anyway. What do you guys think of Dopamine? Would you do 50 burpees for Johnny? And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.